Here's the best tips and tricks I can give you for winning on Rocket Racing in Ranked and getting to Gold 1 as quickly as possible to unlock the brand new free reward, the new free skin, which is in the game, Jackie. Now, unfortunately, Jackie is not available if you do get to Gold 1 today. She'll be available soon, they're just fixing the bug. But I have actually got to Gold 1. You can see here, I am Gold 1 right here with 5%. And we did this pretty easily. I'll show you guys some games and some tips and tricks because it does get difficult when you start to get to the end of Silver. And then even Gold 1 itself is super difficult. Okay, so here's the first game I want to show you guys. You're going to want to be ready for the countdown to start. As soon as the countdown starts, be ready. Don't be doing what I'm doing, skipping through all the cars. Wait for the countdown. As soon as you see the green, press the accelerator and boom, you'll get a boost. If you get it bang on green, just the second you see the green light, you'll instantly get a 100% boost. I did pretty bad there and got a 40%. So here's a little educational commentary of this one right here. So as we do go around the corners, we're using the boost to our advantage, and unfortunately, we get spun out, which makes this a really good gameplay to show you guys because we are now in last. We get eliminated, put back on the track, and unfortunately, we haven't had a good start at all. We get a little bit of a boost there though from all the drifting we did, and we do have a boost to kind of jump back into the race. And now we're just using our jump ability. You can actually double press A to kind of like move around. I wouldn't hold A, just double press it, gently tap it to kind of boost through them obstacles, and we'll go away with that. Okay, next tip is when drifting, try and practice drifting in the center if possible. This will come in handy when you get to better maps, by the way. Harder maps require drifting in the road because there's mud on the side, but these maps don't actually have mud on the side, so you're okay to drift wherever you want for now, but obviously later on you'll want to practice that. Now, boost wise, do you want to keep your boost? Do you want to save them? That's a good question. Depending on your position and how you're playing, I would advise keeping your boost if you are towards the middle for towards the end of the race. But if you're at the back, you want to use your boost to try and gain back if it's towards the end. Currently we're on lap 2 and it's a short course, so I'm keeping my boost for a little bit. I'm not going to use it yet. Obviously I only have 1, but you can store up to 3. Never store up to 3, only store up to 2. As soon as you get your third one, use it, because obviously it'd be a waste because you'd be earning more on your drift. Here you can see I use a boost here just to get ahead of people. I drift into it as well, using the boost to charge up the drift as well, which is quite a good technique on a very big wide corner like that. Then learning the path of boost is really crucial as well, learning where they are, and try not to hit the barriers like I'm doing there, because what it will do is it will lose momentum. That's the same if you crash into players as well, you'll lose momentum, and also if you go off the course, off the road, you'll lose momentum. Do not stay in the air as well, guys. Try your best to always get down to the ground as quickly as possible. Here's a perfect drift there, nicely charging up my boost. The quicker you get down to the ground, the better, because you move faster on the tarmac, not in the air, unless it's a shortcut. Obviously, the air is crucial then. Even in this situation, you can see I'm trying to keep as low as possible. I don't want to go too high because I want to get back straight onto the ground to gain momentum. You'll see as you drive, your speed slowly increases when you're on the tarmac. So here you can see I'm moving around, watching out for these players. We're on the last lap right now, so I'm thinking I can get another boost in here with a lovely drift. I do. So I'm going to keep this boost right for the end. I've got to get this bit perfect, go up, take the boost on the top, go down here, perfect. If I can get the jump right there. Unfortunately, I've missed it, but it's okay. I know the boost can kind of counter that and gets me to the finish line, and I get first place coming from last. That's probably one of the best gameplays I've had. I do have some better ones coming up as well, but that gets me first and gets my rank moving a little bit quicker. That was in a silver game in Silver 2, heading into Silver 3, so it was a pretty difficult game because everyone's grinding right now. Silver 2 and Silver 3 are very difficult. Silver 3 is even more difficult. We're going to jump into Silver 3 right now and show you guys some tips and tricks for that. So this one is actually one of my favorite techniques which I learn inside of Silver 3 getting into gold, and this is what I call slipstreaming. So slipstreaming is where you basically get behind a car, use their exhaust to kind of get a little bit of a slipstream and go past them. It'll actually give your car a little bit of an acceleration, and in this game I showcase that a lot and actually use that to my advantage because I don't use many boosts in this game. What I do is I slipstream my way to the front and save my boost for the last lap and win. So I'll show you guys that technique and how to actually execute it correctly. So first off, we started off with a bad start, didn't get a good boost really. There was a little shortcut on the right there as well which players are using. So here you can just see I'm charging my drift though. I'd advise that shortcut is quite good if you can pull it off, but you want to practice shortcuts. You don't really want to be taking them without practice. On this track here, the upper route is always better than the lower route. You can actually take the boost there, which gives you a little bit of an advantage. The jump, you want to get down to the track as quickly as possible, and even going up here is probably a good idea. I always go, and you can drift along here, but it can be difficult to drift if there's multiple cars. You will lose your momentum. The first lap is always a bit hectic if you are at the back of the pack, and this entire game I'm actually towards the back of the pack. It's not a good race this for me. Everyone in this race is super sweaty, and I think to myself, how can I win this race? I've got to try and beat these players. So what I do is I stay in the back of cars. I take the shortcut as well. I stay in the back to use the slipstream to my advantage. I use my booster to get back on the track because that could have been really my end there if I didn't get back on the track with my little jump, so it's okay. So let's move up and get some slipstreams going. So this is when I start to think I've got one boost. I'm currently in 8th position. First place is is a long way ahead. That's a huge distance, by the way, over there. It doesn't look a long distance, but it really is. So here, I'm charging up my boost even further. Let's get that second boost charged up and see when we can use it. So moving around, getting some more drifting in. It's probably a good idea not to use the boost yet, I'm thinking. Let's not use it yet. We could use it now, but it's a straight, it's a good position, but we're actually not going to use it. Because right now we can get behind this engine, take the slipstream. You can see we've got the animation for the slipstream. We use it to take the shortcut as well, which gives us an extra boost. You get like a little kind of smoke coming out of your engine when you're slipstreaming. You get it also when you're drifting, so keep an eye out for that. You'll know when you slipstream because you'll also gain a little bit of speed above the car. That gave us a huge advantage. We can use our boost on this upper section, and because we've saved our boosts, you can see our second boost is almost charged. I know I can charge it on this turn here, which will give us 2 boosts for the finish. We've come from pretty low in the pack here. We're still in 5th position, but I know I can win this race if I use both my boosts. So I get a lovely little drift in there, use my next boost as well, get the double press on it on the Y, and you're set to go. Each boost has a double press, so make sure you do take advantage of that. You've got to hit that double press, guys. It's really important. And you can see I win by not many seconds at all, less than half a second. So good W there. That's in a silver free match as well, going into gold. So it was a pretty interesting one. Now I'll show you guys another one, more of like a second place one, just so I can give you guys another overview of a pretty hectic game. Okay, so this next race I've got for you is going to be on the figure of 8 track. This one's quite a common one in silver as well, so it's one that you probably want to get used to if you're ranking up. It can be quite easy to do, but you've really got to learn the track, and it's really simple. It's one of the simplest tracks. It's really good for drifting as well, and practicing your drifting and knowing when to boost. So this is a perfect example of how to boost and use your advantage of your boost on straights. It's usually best to do that unless it's a big corner, then you can boost in. So we try getting the green light again, didn't get 100%. Sadly, I almost get spun out there at the start, but I do all right. Get a nice little boost off to go, and we are set to go. We're getting good drifting and keeping in that middle of the track, practicing that middle, because you don't have to practice the middle of the track, but it can be good in these kind of starts because it's a good safe spot to be as well. Other people are trying to cut corners and stuff, and you can use the advantage there. Little flip. You do that little flip. See, I went on the underneath of that bridge. Just doing that for a split second will get you that boost, and that's why my momentum is so fast here at 700 miles per hour, but it does definitely lower down. So as we keep moving through, we can get a nice little boost in again. 800, using our drift boost to get the speed there. We're not actually using our player boosts yet. You can see I'm just letting these cars overtake me because I know it's a hectic race. I've still got a boost stored. We'll keep that. We're trying to get the slipstream in again. Got the slipstream there. We've got a little bit of speed, but luckily he's gone into his grind, and my grind wasn't as best there with my little drift. So unfortunately, I couldn't drift past him, but got the slipstream in there. Nice little boost as well. Go up again, take the advantage of that boost with the little flip, and use my actual boost in the air to get ahead of the players. So I decided to use it on the straight there when I come off the flip. This was a little bad movement there, but it's okay. We only lost 1 position. We can take that back with a nice little drift and boost, but he does use his major boost and get the lead. So we're currently in 2nd position now, and obviously we've got 1 lap remaining. Now, unfortunately, I don't win this one, but it's a good example of a race because you can't always win them all, and obviously I'm using my boost, and almost I probably would have won if I didn't make that mistake before, but I'm doing okay. I'm getting the drifts down the middle, charging up my boost. I actually have almost 3 boosts here, so I use my first one, knowing that I can do that. I couldn't get the flip in, which would have been nice, and I used my second one. I probably shouldn't have used my second one there. That was a bad position to use it, but I did charge my third one. So now I'm kind of in a little bit of a sticky situation. When do I use this third boost? I want to use it now. Press the Y, get the boost in, and unfortunately, I just get taken over on the line by the other player. He uses boosted a little bit later than me, but it's okay. We still come 2nd, and that's a good position. That was in silver 3 as well. You are going to get good fetching score in there, and it's going to help you guys level up to that gold tier, which you're going to need to unlock the skin, which you can see on screen. So I hope this video has given you an educational commentary to help you guys level up as quickly as possible and get to that gold 1.